Hi everybody, this is Judy from Fox Cities Quilt Company, and this is Sunday from the Sewing Room. So today what I have for you is a new tool that we have. I get a lot of new tools in the shop, and vendors are always showing me new stuff. And I like to bring to you the things that I like. The things that I don't like, I still sell them in the store because somebody else might like them, but when I get excited about something, I like to share it with you. So today what I'm showing you is this oven mitt template from Martelli Notions. I really like this because lately I've been cooking a lot. We all have, since we're in the Safer at Home order, and all of my oven mitts look like crap. So when this came into the store, I got really excited because I thought, this is my chance to make new oven mitts. This is really a great permanent solution. This is something that you can have anytime. It's never going to go out of style. Sometimes fabrics go out of style, but an oven mitt is an oven mitt. It's the same kind of oven mitt that's been around forever. What I like about this particular oven mitt is that when you put it on your fabric, it's not going to slip and slide. Let me grab a piece of fabric and show you. So that when you go to cut around it, it's not going to slide on your fabric. And if you want to turn it, all you have to do is turn the whole template. You don't really need a rotary mat or a rotating rotary mat, I should say, in order to make this work. So I like it because it has the no slip side. And the curves on this are pretty easy until you get down to here, and then you're only going to be able to cut to here and to here with your rotary cutter. That didn't seem to be a problem for me, so I just finished it off with scissors. It was not a big deal. But I did like the no slip feature. So let me show you how I made this oven mitt. Let me get this out of the way. So first things, you're going to need 2 pieces of fabric that you're going to make for the outer part of your mitt. So when you cut this, remember to cut it so that they are opposite. So I used a batik so that I didn't have to think about which side was inside or out. So when you cut this, then make sure that you have one going one way and one going the other way. So you would have to flip your fabric over if it had a side. So then you're going to need 2 of that. Then I cut 2 lining. Again, keep in mind that, let me pull this out of here. Again, keep in mind, you just need to, if it has sides, to make sure that you cut opposite. Then I have 2 pieces of batting that I cut. We all have scrap batting around, and you're going to be able to use your scrap. Also, I have 2 layers of Insulbrite. And I will tell you, on the Insulbrite and on the batting, I had to cut these individually instead of cutting them 2 at a time. When I cut the fabric, I was able to cut 2 at a time, but the batting and the Insulbrite, I had to cut individually. So that's cutting. Then for sewing, I pinned everything, a layer of batting, a layer of Insulbrite, and a layer of my outside of my mitt all together. I pinned it all the way around, and then I sewed it with a nice 1/2 inch seam allowance. I like a bigger seam allowance when I'm using something that's going to be pushed and pulled a lot. And then I left a nice generous opening. When I got done stitching it all the way around, I clipped close to the edge of the batting to take some of the bulk out. So, and then I also made sure that I clipped down in here so that it was easy to turn. And then when you're done with this, you will turn this right side out. And just turn the whole thing right side out, okay? Then you're just going to take your lining and just sew that together, just like you would. And make sure that you clip, and I'm going to take my rotary cutter and clip that really quick, and don't clip your stitching. So that is how that works. Now, what I showed you before is you're going to take the outside of your oven mitt and I turned it right side out. Then what I did was I slipped my hand inside the oven mitt and then I put the lining right over the top, and I'm just going to pull it on. It makes it easy for me to pull right on to the oven mitt. And you want right sides together. So your finished seams will be together, and you'll line that all up, and you can take this off, make sure that everything is all lined up. And then when you're done with that, you have it all lined up. Then I stitched all the way around, except I left myself a good generous opening. And I like to leave myself a good generous opening because I want to be able to at least stick my hand inside there to turn it right side out. So that's what I'm going to do for you right now, is I'm going to stick my whole hand in here. I was able to get my whole hand in there and pull this right side out, and there's the outside of your oven mitt. And then you have to put the inside in. So I'm going to put my whole hand back in there again and push the oven mitt lining back down inside the oven mitt. And you'll be able to push, and you'll be able to feel your thumb go to the edge. And when you do that, you will be able to line up all of your edges. I still have a little bit of thumb to go in there. And that's how easy that is to turn that right side out. Then what you can do is you'll be able to turn that under. You can whip stitch that if you'd like, or you can just sew a seam, a top edge seam, which is what I did. So let me get that finished oven mitt, and you can see I just top stitched that whole edge. I used purple thread so that you could see what I've done, and then that is the inside of the oven mitt. So I thought a really great idea for these is because people are cooking at home so much, and if you know an essential worker, a nurse, a firefighter, a police officer, what you can do is you can make them a nice disposable tin of a casserole, put this oven mitt on top with some nice new wooden serving spoons, and thank them for their service. So that's today's tip. It's a quick, easy oven mitt using the Martelli oven mitt no slip template. Thank you for coming, and enjoy your Sunday. Bye-bye.